Well, hey guys, I'm Christian.
I'm Jenny.
And this is Ready to Disney. Hey guys, alright, so we're going to have another little vlog today. This time we're not talking about a park or a resort. We're going to talk about that world famous shopping center, the outdoor area, more than just shopping really. Dining, shopping, activities, known as Disney Springs. Now some of you guys who have been here before or have had friends who've come here before, they may refer to it as
Downtown Disney.
Even I think Paradise Island Pleasure Island was over in this area at one point as well. But anyways, it is now Disney Springs, has been for a few years, and they've even revamped it again as recent as last year. They added some more stuff.
Yeah, they did the parking garage and
parking garage. They kind of did a facelift of some of the buildings, stuff like that. Added some new stores, some new eateries. Before we dive into that, though, I just kind of want to put out there, including this vlog, we only have 3 left before our trip. So we have one this week, next week, and then a day or 2 before we leave. So make sure you pay attention to the last one, because we're going to be giving out some details about our itinerary, days we're going to what places, some special events, as well as our schedule for our live vlogs. So that'll be kind of neat. Anywho, well, let's get started. So, Disney Springs. Typically when we go, we usually spend our first night, instead of going to a park, we go to Disney Springs. Our philosophy has usually been, why spend only a few hours at a park on our first day there and waste an entire park ticket, or day ticket. So we usually go over there and we have our first meal and everything, get ready for our first full day at the parks. However, this year, it's a little different. We're actually going to go to a park first. Disney Springs is going to be the following day, and I'll tell you why here in just a moment. So, here at Disney Springs, as you can see, we've got a map that kind of lays it all out. And we're going to be referring to just a few of our favorite places here in Disney Springs on this map. All right? Over here, you do have Saratoga Springs. And you do have a dock over there where you're going to have some ferry boats. They're going to be going around. And they'll kind of go up this corridor. And way up over there is where you're going to find the Fort Wilderness cabins that you're going to drive by when you're on the boat. You're going to make a stop at Port Orleans French Quarter, and finally Port Orleans Riverside. So if you're staying at one of those 2 resorts, you can take the ferry as long as it's not raining or lightning.
Actually, they'll let you do it if it's raining as long as there's no lightning.
That's true. We have done it when there's been a very slight rain, but we were already on it when it started raining. So
they weren't going to stop in the middle.
They weren't going to just stop. So, but anyways, that's at the far end where those docks are. So, first thing we want to cover, Splitsville. This is where we're going to try to eat this time. We made a dining reservation for this. The reason why is because we're going there, of course. Football season starts this week for us college football fans. So, while we're there, there is going to be a Texas A&M game that we're going to want to watch. And the Boardwalk ESPN restaurant there at the Boardwalk Resort was already booked. Found out the hard way. You got to make those as early as possible, especially during game day weekends. Any place that has a TV is going to book up quick. Also found out there was a couple very big games that weekend, so that's another reason why it booked up fast. But anyways, we got a table here at Splitsville. This is the bowling alley that's there at Disney Springs. Now, it's not your typical musty, dusty smelling bowling alley. This place is supposed to be really, really cool.
Yeah.
It does have a bar that faces the outside. We're actually going to be dining on the inside. There is a really nice restaurant in there, really cool, a lot of TV, stuff like that. So we're going to be eating here. Kind of looking forward to that. We've heard good things about the food. They've got some interesting things, not your typical bowling alley food. Disney doesn't do anything typical with food. So anyways, we're going to give this a shot. This is actually, Splitsville is located right here. Okay, so you do have a movie theater over here. This is kind of the far end of Disney Springs. You're starting to leave a lot of the shops and stuff like that. But you have it right here. Some of the places we've eaten at before, just so you know, One of them is going to be this boat right here. That is called Fulton's Crab House. Well, it used to be when we ate there. They've completely revamped it. It's now called Paddlefish, but it's the same type of cuisine, mostly seafood, gumbo, stuff like that. Excellent menu. I know I had the crab legs when we went. Fantastic. You had the scallops, I believe, right?
I had it was a mixed match of things. There was shrimp in it and scallops.
Mussels.
Mussels and some crab meat, and it was over pasta.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty tasty stuff.
Seafood mess in a bowl.
Well, seafood best in any shape or form is pretty good.
Yeah.
But great ambiance. A lot of tables you're going to have along the back wall facing the water there. But as you can see, they've really done a good job. They are going to have sometimes if you're there on the right night, you'll have some live entertainment and stuff while you wait. All of these, by the way, you are going to want to reserve these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The next place we're going to point out is actually way over on this other side. The very top up there, the little blue building. And it's more of just a simple eatery. You don't need a reservation or anything for this. You just kind of walk up and get it. I know they have some locations in other cities, but this is Earl's Sandwich. Great sandwich shop. I really enjoyed it. What about you?
I was impressed with the Reuben.
That's right. You had the Reuben. I had I had a Hawaiian sandwich that
That was
had
good.
some barbecue pork and slices of pineapple on it.
And Maddie had a little turkey thing.
Yeah, she had a little turkey
Good,
sandwich.
yeah.
They do have sandwiches for the kids, plain
Yeah.
and dry. You don't have to worry about anything.
And they're smaller. They have the smaller kid size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since these don't require reservations, and even though you can
Yeah,
sit
it's
down
fine.
inside and outside, it is going to be a little bit cheaper dining option for you.
But it is busy anyway.
It
so,
is. It is. It does
Yeah.
get pretty busy.
So don't be afraid to stand and eat your sandwich.
Right. Well, there are outdoor seating, and there's a fountain right there close by. You can take your food
Yeah.
and go sit around the
Just go there.
fountain, and
There's even that where where they had the show with the seats and the water and the people and the things and the sitting and the where you can take your sandwich over there.
yes, you
Yeah.
can. You can take it with the place with the guy and that thing.
In that movie with that
In the
girl,
movie?
yeah.
Right, that.
That.
Another place we're going to show you that we've tried that we really liked. We did this last year.
Over here is where
We
it
didn't
is.
have
That's the
a
thing.
we didn't have a dining reservation. We really just were going to wander around and just eat whatever. I think we were
Yeah.
going to try the pizza place that was
There's a new
there,
Blaze, yeah, but we didn't.
but we didn't. There was a
Yeah.
weird line for it
Well,
for some
and plus
reason.
Blaze is here, so there's really no reason.
That's
to-
true. When we travel, we tend to like to eat at places we can't
don't
find here
see
at home.
normally, yeah.
Most of the restaurants here, you're not going to find anywhere else.
Yeah.
They do have a Rainforest Cafe.
Which is.
If you've eaten at one, you eat at them all, right?
Yeah,
there's
pretty
nothing.
much.
There's nothing Disneyfied about it,
Yeah,
except for the fact that you're at Disney.
Disney doing it.
But we tried this place right here called T-Rex. This is an amazingly themed restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It is along the lines of Rainforest Cafe, kind of, in that you have a
You have the
big
mood
theme.
setting, you have the theming, you have the lights in the show and the sound and the
Right.
da-da-da-da going on, yeah.
You do have, so inside the restaurant is it's a prehistoric, before the big meteor hits, theme to it.
Which is actually funny because there's a part in there where there's a meteor coming and the dinosaur's chasing it,
Yes,
and then there's an ice room and it turns into an ice room. So
That's
it's like
right.
the after effect of the chasing.
yeah, there's
That's
different
it's
kinds
hilarious.
of areas in there. One of them, the bar
Yeah.
area, is kind of like you're underwater,
Yeah.
and it's got big glowing jellyfish and squids and all
You feel like
kinds
you're
of
in
things.
a cave, but not really. It's kind of a.
Yeah, you do.
It's weird.
We sat more on the forest
Yeah.
side, but right next to us was the Ice Age room.
Yeah.
And when the meteor hits and everything happens in the restaurant, you've got things shaking and lights flashing. That
Yeah.
ice cave
Yeah.
turned red
Turned
because
red
it was
because
on
of the meteor.
fire.
Yeah.
So-
and I got stared down by a triceratops the entire time.
That's true. It was staring at you. Must have thought you were either yummy or cute. They're vegetarians, though, aren't they?
Yes, I must look like a piece of broccoli.
Maybe. Did you have some stuck in your
I
teeth?
don't know. Maybe.
Eh, could be.
Chasing after
So those are just a few of the restaurants we've tried. And one we're going to try again this year.
But I
Or for
liked the
first time this
food
year.
here. It was good. They gave you big portions, so be aware of that.
A lot of shareable
I
things.
did the quesadilla thing, and I got through like 3, and I was tapped out. There was like 6 or 7 on the plate. You could
Maddie
literally
and
share that with everybody.
Maddie and I just shared a burger.
Yeah,
We
they
just
were
cut it in
smart.
half, and really we didn't both finish that either.
No.
It's very big.
It's yeah.
So it is going to be along that medium price range. You are
Mhm.
going to spend probably about $25 a person.
But if you can share it,
But
Do it.
if you can chop that down and find some plates you guys like to share, you're going to
yeah.
cut down some
French
costs.
fries are awesome.
French fries are actually really, really good.
Yeah.
So, just so you guys know, there are 59 places that serve food in Disney Springs. So if you
Okay.
look at this map, you got to think 59
Where are they-
places in this area serve food. Now, this is not just sandwich place. I mean, you've got sandwich places. You have a pizza place.
Mhm.
You've got bakeries,
Yes.
dessert places. You've got a
Oh.
couple ice cream places. As well as a lot of themed fine dining restaurants.
Oh, Ghirardelli, if you go, they'll give you a freebie at the door.
That's correct. Miramoto Asia, that's one of the newer ones that's only been there for about a couple of years. Extremely popular place, so you can be prepared to wait a little bit. But anyway, so you got 59 different options to eat at, so you're not going to go hungry while you're there whatsoever.
I don't know where they're hiding
sweets-
them all because I've walked that place and I have no idea where they're.
We like to call them sweets, treats, and eats.
Yeah.
They've got them all there. They really do.
Everything.
They even have a bakery that not only serves like dessert type items, but they're going to have some breads and stuff like that you can just nosh on while you're walking
Yeah,
around.
and if you want a huge cupcake, Sprinkles is there.
There is the
Got-
sprinkles.
yeah.
There's a couple. Like I said, there's an ice cream place
And
there.
the Coca-Cola place. Okay, so the Coca-Cola place.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. You do it.
Nope. I wasn't going to mention that one, but that's a good
Oh,
thing. There
not
is
the
a
3D?
Coca-Cola store.
Yeah, okay, so they do this at Epcot as well, but they'll also honor it here. You can get a free Coke slushie if you ask for it. Now it's like, nah.
On your
But-
birthday.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it has to be worth
It
it.
has to be
But-
on
and
or
it's-
around
and
your birthday.
It's fairly good sized, but yeah, you'll get a free Coke slushie there if you ask.
They also do the Cokes from around the world at that Coke store.
Yes, they do.
So it's not just at Epcot at Club Cool anymore. You also have it at the Coke store.
But this is just Coke, so you Beverly lovers, this is not for you.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nasty. But
Beverly
we know
lovers,
people that
ugh.
every time they go,
Wow.
they take a chug of the Beverly, knowing it's gross, but it's like a tradition for
Gonna
them.
name drop Brock. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Brock and Promise, that's
Ugh.
your
I
thing.
don't know how
So
to do it.
just
Ugh.
saying. But yeah, so you've got a lot of different things there to eat.
You won't go hungry or thirsty.
Now this is the main store there for us. We have to go there every time. This is going to be the largest complete Disney item souvenir store anywhere on Disney property, especially since they expanded it over the last couple of years. Now last
Yeah.
year they had it expanded once, and they still had a room that was blocked off, so they've expanded it again. This thing has 3 entrances to it. So you got the main entrance. You can kind of see right around the corner. There's another one. There's another one along this side on the side of the building, and I think they also added one in the back. There's 4 entrances.
Now the image that you're seeing here is pre-redo.
No, this is post redo because
Oh, is it?
Stitch is gone.
Stitch is over there.
Oh, you're right. Stitch is
Haha,
over there.
see? So
That's
the
wrong view.
inside has actually been reconditioned and it looks more industrial. It's a wider area, it's more open. I do kind of miss the different rooming, the theming with the rooms that they had prior to how they're showing it now. But it is easier to walk through. You can get your kids through. You can get your scooter through
Yeah.
if you want to do that.
You
Where
do have a
before it
little
was
bit
little
more.
tight.
You do have a little bit more space to walk around,
Yeah.
and this store can get busy.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
this is where you're going to buy shirts and hats and
Your Zoom Zooms
keychains,
and your
plushes,
buttons and your
jewelry,
pins and your-
bags.
yeah.
I mean everything, right? So this is going to be one of your main Disney stores. Now
Yeah.
there's one that's kind of identical to it in that it
Epcot.
is a big one,
Yeah.
and it's at Epcot. It's called Mouse Gear.
Mhm.
And then in Magic Kingdom, you're going to have one called the Emporium, which actually, when you look down Main Street USA, it looks like several different shops.
But they're all
It's really
connected,
all
yeah.
one shop and lengthwise.
Yeah.
You're going to find a lot of the same items there too. You're not going to save any money by buying them here as
No.
opposed to parks. They're
Be the
priced the
price.
same.
Mhm. Yeah, they work together with the parks, so they know what they're charging out there. They're going to keep that same price here. But this is for the non-park holder peeps to go shopping for their Disney stuff.
That's true. This is
For the
open.
ones- This is open to everybody. This is public. You don't have to have a wristband, or you don't have. They'll service you with a wristband. You can use the wristband here, but you don't have to have one, or you don't have to have park tickets. You don't have to have Blizzard tickets. You can just go.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
that live there or traveling,
Like going to the
visiting from
mall.
somewhere else, it's like going to the mall. They
Yeah.
can show up and go. Good point, though. However, every single merchant at Disney Springs will take your Magic Bands for payment, so keep that in mind.
Including non-Disney stores like Ghirardelli or
That's
Corolla
correct.
Sandwich. We pay for our sandwiches with our bands.
There's several
that will
places. The
take the band.
Coca-Cola store,
Yeah.
the theater, everything will take your Magic Band
I don't know about
for
the
this.
well,
Except for some of the activities that we're going to
Yeah.
get to here in just a moment. So this is one of our favorite stores. Always got to walk through there.
Yeah.
Again, we do Disney Springs the first night we're there.
But
So
because
this
the
is the
game-
first store that we always go into, and it really kind of starts
And you
to
can also
kick
find
in.
Lego Land here or Lego.
There is a
World
Lego Land.
here.
So
Yeah.
what we were just showing you is right here. So you've got an entrance on the side, one in the middle, one on the other side, and one in the back, so you can get to it. And like Jenny said, there is a Legoland, which is going to be
Right,
right
yeah,
here,
right
or
in
the
front of
Lego store.
Right in front of the dragon.
Now this is going to be kind of cool. I didn't do a picture of this one. Just walking by the store, they have got a lot of photo ops around there. This little dragon in the water is completely made of Legos, and they've got the Seven Dwarfs theme, and
Yeah.
they've got Buzz Lightyear
Yeah, I
shooting
had an
into space.
Olympus, I don't know if they redid that or not.
Right, so they've got a lot of cool giant Lego sculptures, good for doing that stuff with. Now, the next store that we're going to just mention to you, all right, for you Star Wars fans out there, it's going to be right along here, and that is the Star Wars Galactic Outpost.
You got all these Christmas pictures. I love this.
Oh, that's funny.
They're all
Yes, they were decorated for
You
Christmas
had
in
the other
this
two that
picture.
way too.
But this was the best storefront picture I
Yeah,
found.
yeah.
So, anyways, all kinds of really cool
So
Star
this
Wars
is
stuff.
major
here.
Star Wars geekdom, nerddom, fandom, some cosplay. You can go in and buy outfits. You can buy dolls. You can buy buttons, cups, mugs, shirts,
And it's just as
hats,
deep as you see it is
pins,
wide, maybe even a little bit more.
pants, underwear, sleeping
Anything
pants.
Star Wars specific that you're going to find at Disney World, you will
It's
be able
gonna
to
be
find
here.
in this store.
Yeah. So those hard to find things, like a couple of years back when we had a hard time finding these things, we did find them eventually at Hollywood Studios, but they did have them here.
That's right. Now, the next one is also over in this area. We really kind of like this store. For those of y'all who are Marvel fans, well, guess what? You have the superhero headquarters. This is a Marvel-only store since Disney owns the Marvel series. So, this is another cool store. You're going to find Captain America, anything from the Avengers, any Marvel comic, you're pretty much going to find them in here.
Now, I was a little disappointed about this store because I guess it was the first year that they had it.
Mhm.
It wasn't completely stocked up yet. It was still pretty empty. But from what I hear, it's gaining speed just like the Star Wars store.
It
It's
is,
got
and
a lot of
they
stuff in
are
it now that didn't-
not only well stocked, but the store has actually grown a little bit. They were
Yeah.
able to push the back wall a little bit further.
They moved it over this way. Actually, they took this part that wasn't open and
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
moved it
yeah,
over to the
yeah.
side. So another cool store to go in there if you want to get your Marvel fix. I will say this: in the parks, you will find some small Marvel items here and there, but
like in Hollywood Studios, you will.
in the parks, they're not really designed for that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
That's not their big theming. They're theming for the park. So if you really want a good selection of Marvel, and you said you bought it at Disney, this is where you go.
Yeah.
Now the next place is going to be all the way up here at the top, over there by Earl's Sandwich, just around the corner from it, as a matter of fact. Love this one. Maddie's favorite store, Goofy's Candy Company.
You will leave with something.
Oh, you will. It's no doubt. There are a few specialty candies that are sold here that you will not find in the parks. But think about any major candy store. If you've been to one in the mall, you know, those little stores, they have all the different selections and things hanging on the wall, and pretty much everything in the store is edible. Same thing right here, folks, only probably 10 times bigger.
Now with this one, they carry a lot of the same stuff you're going to see, like Big Top Circus, confectionery on Main Street. A
That's
lot
true.
of the same treats you're going to have here, same price.
And the resorts.
And the resorts
when
have
you go
some.
into your store in the resorts, they usually have a section with like the little animal crackers and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, you're going to find those in those places. but
This
they're
is where
all-
you get those big marshmallows and the apples and the crispy crunchy bars.
Right.
The Rice
Rice
Krispie
Krispie
treats. I don't want to
treats.
say Rice Krispie treats because they call them something else. Crunchy treats or crispy something.
Right.
I don't know. They can't say Rice Krispie for some reason. But anyway, but this is where you're going to find all of that stuff. Now, I want to warn you, anybody who's diabetic, skip it.
Why? We are. And then, look, believe it or not, I usually have a rule. We're very big Christmas fans. I have a rule where I don't mix anything with Christmas. I don't mix my favorite football teams. I don't mix my Harley. And I used to not mix my Disney with Christmas either. But this next place really makes it hard. It's the Disney Days of Christmas store. This thing is great. Now, you are going to have a smaller version of this store in Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
And I believe in one other park they have a kind of a Christmas themed store.
Was it Hollywood?
I think it's Hollywood Studios.
I think
Has
so.
well, it has some Christmas items, but not really a whole store towards it. You can find some Christmas items in things like the Emporium and Mouse Gear and World of
there was some
Disney.
stuff in Epcot too.
But this is a designated Christmas store, and you can find anything and everything.
They have the little trash cans that you hang on the tree. So cute.
That's right. They have the park trash cans. You're going to find some monorail stuff that goes around the tree.
Yes.
You're going to have tree skirts that are of all different kinds, from silly, goofy cartoon stuff to the more serious, traditional kind of things.
The woods
No matter what time of year, we always go in the summer. We still hit this store every
Oh
time.
yeah, every time, because we know we're not going to be back this time of year, November,
Right.
December, so we stock up.
Now, I will
There.
say this. We actually have never bought any Christmas items from this store. Where we have bought Christmas items, though, is at the Germany Pavilion
The
in
pickle.
Epcot. We got a German pickle ornament. If you guys have never, if you guys don't know what that is, go look it up.
It's different.
But anyways, we also got you your Minnie Mouse,
And Minnie Mouse ball ears.
Minnie Mouse
yeah.
ball. So I guess it's my year now to get a Christmas
Yeah,
ornament.
because Maddie's was the pickle.
Maddie's was
She
the
wanted
pickle.
that.
So, anyways, we're just showing you a few of the shopping options. Some of our favorite places we're showing you. There's a couple other ones. There's Crystal Arts. If you've ever gone into trying to explain it, you know those little crystal figurines, that kind of stuff? It's like that on steroids, though. I mean,
Yeah.
this is where
Your
they
wallet
have...
will scream at you.
They have little things if you like to collect those, just like you would from anywhere else. They have very elaborate things. They have one of the things they have is they have Cinderella's pumpkin or the carriage. That
Also
one I
have
think
Castle.
runs for $13,000.
Yes.
They have a completely crystal replica of Cinderella's castle. That'll run you 25.
Yeah, 25,000.
So I mean, it can go anywhere from.
But
you
it
know,
comes on a really nice mirrored tray that is lit and it spins and it.
But anyways, it's a great place to kill time against a lot of stuff. They've
Yeah.
they've put some new theme stores. They have kind of a hip Disney store, I guess. More jeans and the kind of shirt that teenagers are going to wear nowadays, stuff like
What's that one? I can't remember that one.
I can't either.
Yeah.
We are going to do a vlog while we're there,
Yeah.
so that'll be part of our vlog that day.
Because while we're there, we're also going to we're going to look for some Halloween merchandise while we're out there because they are supposed to have that.
Oh,
there.
they already have that. Yeah,
it's
by the
already
time we
out,
show up,
but
it's
we're
going to be
look for that too.
full force.
Yeah.
So those are most of the stores that you have. The last couple of things I want to show you. So right over here, and you're going to have a couple of bars here.
Amphitheater.
Yes, the amphitheater. You can go eat at the amphitheater. You're always going to have
It's
entertainment there.
Sorry.
That's all right. So right over in this area, you're going to find the amphicars.
Uh-huh.
What are those? Well, they look like that.
Yeah.
So they're cars. They drive them right into the water. You get your own captain and the entire car for, I think it was about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, somewhere around there. Let me tell you, it might be an hour, actually.
Okay. Well,
Anyways, there is a cost to this. It is $125 for the car.
group, yeah.
So you get you can have you and 3 other of your friends, so a total of 4 of you, plus the captain. And they drive you off, and you can see right here, they come up right down there, drive straight in, and start towing around. It's nothing we've ever spent money on doing for just the 2 of us. It's a little pricey, but I know for a fact by taking the ferry back to the hotel that when you do ride these at night, it's a really pretty view
yeah,
of
because the
Disney
water's
Springs.
like right there.
all those lights are reflecting off the
Yeah.
water, and you see all the bustling people everywhere.
Yeah,
so.
where's that one place? Is it Boathouse that's crazy?
Boathouse
right?
is right there.
They have a big party like every single night.
They
They'll
do.
have live music and dancing and
They have a
lights
House of
and-
Blues that it's around the
yeah,
corner.
House of Blues is right around the way.
You got neat stuff.
Yeah.
So
Lot
the,
going on.
the last attraction I wanted to show, I guess it kind of is
Yeah.
right here. This is the, it goes by many names. A hot air balloon, which it is not, by the way, a hot air balloon.
No, because you're not blowing any fire into it.
Right, but the Characters in Flight is one of their more recent names for it. So
And this sucker's big. I mean, look at this. That little dude. He's so little.
that's right. Now
That's
to
a
give
big
you
thing.
give you a hint, what this does is this actually goes up. It is tethered.
Yeah.
This is the fun little fact for those of y'all who didn't know. This is the largest tethered helium balloon in the world. Just fun little fact there. But anyways, this does go up. It goes up to 400 feet. If you notice, you're not in a basket. This actually has a hole right in the middle of it where you can look down. But it's kind of a walkway. It's a caged-in walkway around there. From what I understand, on clear days, clear nights, of course, you can see all of the parks. All of them.
Yeah.
You can even see as far as Universal Studios. Obviously, a popular time to get on this is right when it's getting dark, 9 o'clock at night or whatever, depending on the time of year, right? So
Yeah.
summertime about 9:30.
Yeah.
Because as you go up, there you're going to see fireworks from everywhere. So kind of neat. That's a very
good
popular time.
Yeah, so get in line for that.
Cost for this has gone up this year. It is $20 for adults, $15 for kids. From what I understand, even those of you who are scared of heights, like I am, from what I understand, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
400 feet, you're talking about 40 stories up in the air. But you are tethered. It does not sway a whole lot. Now, one thing I will tell you, if the rules are, if there are any storms in the area, or if the winds exceed 20 miles an hour,
They
this
follow the
thing
same
will
rules as the
not
boats. Yeah.
go up. So just keep that in mind. Nothing you can reserve. It's a first come, first serve. They can put, I believe they said 25 people on this at a time. No strollers, no wheelchairs, manual or otherwise. So anyways, fun little thing at night. I'm pretty sure, I have to admit, we've never tried it, and I'm not too sure I'm going to anytime soon, but that may change. This is obviously going to be a great view at night. Even if you miss it during the fireworks time, if heights isn't a big deal for you, I would say give it a shot. It's really not that expensive. The whole thing lasts about 30 minutes.
It's not the heights, it's the quick stop at the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
But great panoramic views all around that area. So kind of a neat thing. Really, guys, that's about it. That's all we want to talk about tonight. We're just kind of introducing Disney Springs. We are going to do a vlog later on that's going to be a little more beefed up version. But go out there, look online. Some great sites are going to show you really in detail the different restaurants. Look at the restaurants.
Yeah, you can see their menus online too.
You can.
Yeah.
And an updated list of the stores. Those are changing. You have at least one or two change every year.
Yeah.
Do have a little hint of something. We have something coming up that Jenny's been working really, really hard on. We've been working together, but she's the technical genius when it comes to this stuff. We are in the works of doing a Ready to Disney website. We're right about the point where we're going to feel comfortable probably in the next week or so. We want to do it before we leave on our trip to put that out there for people to go and visit. A lot of information on there. We'll talk about that at in a later vlog, but we'll let you know when it's up and running. Other than that, that's it from us, guys. We're getting close, darling. It's only 16 days.
Yeah, well, yeah.
16 days, and we'll actually less.
Well, we got Monday off, so that's only 4 days next week, and then after that, it's only just one day.
And then you
Monday,
got the
Tuesday,
weekend.
Wednesday, and then half day Thursday. We're gone.
So really, it's like 4 days. No.
Yeah.
This is the part where we get really excited, and then it just drags for a little bit because it's not
get
here
there
yet.
and then it's over.
Right,
And then
but
we're home, wondering why we're home.
we have decided we are flying. We got our plane tickets in, so we're going to use those little yellow bands we were showing y'all in the previous vlog. So it'll be a lot of fun. And I guess that's it for us. And until next time, have fun storming the castle.